Alright lads, I can't keep up at the moment. I've been trying to catch up with all of the drops that I've missed over the past couple days. I've been away in Budapest for the past 5 days and every band seems to just be dropping. So I'm like Bring Me did a cover of Wonderwall while I was away. Like, when does that happen? And then when I'm away, they're like, drop it. So Thornhill have decided to drop Silver Swarm 20 minutes ago and I'm here for it. Obviously, goes without saying, if you've been keeping up with the channel, I haven't loved pretty much anything really since The Dark Pool. I didn't love Heroin. I didn't love some of their newer singles. And I don't think it's bad music. It's just maybe I'm that annoying metalcore kid that like fell in love with an album years ago and then wants that sound all the time. Maybe that's just me, but I just try and be honest with my criticism and my feedback and my assessment, but I also try to be self-aware enough that I can understand that, okay, this is just a me problem because, you know, sometimes that is just the case. There's actually nothing wrong with the music. It's just you want something, the band is not delivering that, therefore you are disappointed even though the music is actually really good. Completely aware of that. I feel like that's where I'm at the moment. I don't think Thornhill's new music is bad. I just love The Dark Pool. And when I hear their newer music, I'm like, this feels like a downgrade, but at the same time, it's a completely different stylistic change. So I get it. But in saying that, let's hear their new track, Silver Swarm, Thornhill. Let's go. Okay, we riffing a little bit. Has like a new metal flair to it. It's also so sexy. Give me some of those Thornhill soaring melodies. I'm gonna have a fucking panic attack watching this video. All right, back to this intro club feel. I mean, they're definitely going for like Sex Appeal of the Year awards. we getting some additional lore? Or is it just slow fade? Okay. Another Thornhill single in the books, lads! Ah! Fuck. It started so promisingly. Oh, I hate that I'm a hater now. I hate that I'm the Thornhill hater. Alright, so I've had another few listens to the track and to skip through the last two singles. Is it Nerve and Obsession, I think, were the last two? Nerve was definitely the last one. And I think it was Obsession before that. But when the initial riff came in on this track, I was like, oh, we are so back, baby. It was kind of depressing to just slowly get deflated. Like, it wasn't this like instant realization. It was kind of this fun, energetic, bouncy start with the riff. Jacob's vocals came in. I kind of liked the vocal melody and the approach to the actual vocals. And then I just felt like I slowly just lost interest in the track. And I kind of felt the way I've felt about the last couple singles. And I know people are going to be in the comments because I see it and they say, Drew, this clearly isn't for you anymore. Just stop listening. Completely get it. But I'm also just interested, regardless of whether or not I like it. I don't think reactions should be solely for, oh, I'm going to upload everything that I like. I'm interested in the band. I'm interested in a lot of the bands that are surrounding this band and a lot of the band's, you know, colleagues and friends and bands that they go on tour with. So I'm always going to want to like check it out. And obviously I have a podcast now with Metal Burb and Steve OG where we talk about all these things. So it's nice to be informed. And obviously at the end of the day, if I can come out with eventually enjoying some of their stuff, then it's a win. But I don't think it's always about like sitting here and being like, whoa, because that's just why reaction channels get such AIDS reputations, because people are just so happy to be like, good song, next please. Like, it's just pointless content. So with this song, started on quite a high, and being honest, I did slowly peter off with interest, and I was trying to think of exactly what it is, and this is always what my thought process is when I'm listening to the new Thornhill, because their style is here to stay. Clearly it's something that they're just leaning into, and it sounds good, don't get me wrong. Jacob's voice is fucking great, but I can't help but feel like there's just something about his vocals that kind of feel like just another instrument at this point. I know everyone says like, oh, the vocalist is just another instrument, you know, it can be used as another instrument. I get it, but not in like an endearing way. It's almost like a forgettable instrument where it's so lost in the rest of the mix that it's kind of lost the emotional impact. Now I know these tracks are more sexy club bangers, you know, it's kind of like that Deftones feel to it with like a more modern metalcore twist, even like a new metal in parts with some of the deliveries. But it's like lost the emotional impact completely. You can still have those kind of like fun bouncy tracks that still have more human feel in the vocals. And again, take this with a pinch of salt. I'm not a vocalist. I just have an interest in this style of music. This is just coming from someone who, if I was sitting at a bar with a friend who had interest in the music, I would say this to him. You know, it doesn't mean I'm wrong or right. I'm just speaking to you guys and happy to, you know, take some criticism on what I'm saying. But I just would prefer to be honest with my thoughts going into these than, you know, just sit here and pander because people are going to be mad at me in the comments. So, it's just like, feels like his voice is lost in the fuzz, you know. There's a lot of like fuzz with the mix, and there's so much production now with their music. And even going back to like the Dark Pool, I know I'm such an annoying prick continuously going back to the Dark Pool, but it's a good comparison point because it just goes to show how much the band has stylistically changed. And of course, some people really like their new stuff, which is a lot more modern than the Dark Pool, which I completely get. But I just feel like it's not necessarily I want the Dark Pool back. I just think they have elements within the Dark Pool that they could absolutely lean into with their new style, but it feels like they've kind of abandoned a lot of that. I think a lot of the riffs feel a lot less inspired than the Dark Pool. I think the vocals and the emotional impact of Jacob's voice has been kind of lost with the modern production. I think there's so much going on in the mix, and like the guitars feel a lot more thick and lower tuned. I don't know if they've actually changed their like, you know, physical setup or the technical side of their guitars where they're actually a lot like, you know, lower tuned, or if they're using different guitars. I don't know, but it does feel that way, you know. It's not bad music. Again, it's always the way I come at this is like, it's not bad music at all. It's just not hitting for me, unfortunately. I know some people feel that way about the New Architect stuff. Some people feel that way about other bands. Thornhill has kind of time and time again seemed to be that band that's not hitting for me. Does that mean I should stop checking them out? I personally don't think so, but I mean, maybe some people agree that I should stop checking them out. Let me know. I'm actually genuinely curious to see if that's like something you guys would agree. I enjoy doing this. So for me, that's enough reason to continue doing it. But at the same time, I know some people will say, bro, you're just beating a dead horse at this point, stop listening to them. So I see that side of it as well. But what happens if they do then release a song that I really fuck with? I'm just going to miss that opportunity because of being like closed-minded. So it's a bit of a tricky one to navigate. But like, I enjoy doing it at the end of the day. So I guess that's enough reason to just continue on doing this. And like, you know, eventually I'll find a track that we absolutely fuck with. Well, let me know what you think. That's the fun of this. I can just ask you guys and get different opinions. So yeah, not bad. Silver Swan by Thornhill. I think that one is probably one that I might actually return to. I've added it to my liked tracks on Spotify. But again, it feels like something's missing for me. But let me know what you think, lads. If you enjoyed the video, I'm almost stuttering my way out of this video. I've made it this far without stuttering, and then I start to stutter. Drop a like in the video if you did enjoy. Make sure you're subbed. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Cheers.